परमेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. What is the action that we must do in life is not determined by your own conclusions of life. What actions we must do in life must be dictated, must be followed as given in the Vedas. There are three types of actions: karma, akarma, vikarma. Karma are the enjoined actions. Get up early, brush your teeth, do your yoga, do your pranayam, do your japa, do your sadhana, do your duties. So your whole day, 24 hours a day, is accounted for. No time for one to be lazy. Akarma, those actions which we are not supposed to do. Don't be kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. These we should not get into. And similarly other things, you can work it out. And vikarma are forbidden actions. One must under no circumstances perform them in their life. In this manner, Vedas are talking about the truth, the absolute reality. How come they are propagating action? They propagate action because you will see Vedas, 70-80% of the Vedic texts is all karma kand. So why is that? Because majority people, they don't have a bright intellect. They don't understand the higher the Upanishads, for example. For that, a certain amount of purity is required in the mind, a certain amount of focus is required, which majority of the people don't have. Then what is to be told to them? These people are absolutely identified with their body and they think action is the only thing, is the only answer, and therefore, or they are lazy, they don't want to do anything in life. So they are told by the Vedas, listen, there is a heaven, there is a place of experience where you can get all your wishes fulfilled. So naturally, everyone wants. So they get inspired. Then naturally the next question is, how will I get to heaven? So they say, if you live a disciplined life, you can get to heaven. What is disciplined life? Now this lazy person, this uncouth person, this unintelligent person, this worldly person suddenly is now interested about the otherworldly, which is heaven. How will we get there? Oh, you have to live a disciplined life. Get up in the morning, take in the Brahma Muhurt, take shower, sit in meditation, do your japa, do your puja, remember the Lord, and do your duties, carry out your responsibilities, do not speak ill of anyone, etc. etc. And the whole thing is there. He says, then what will happen? Then you will get to heaven. So he gets inspired. And for this, majority of the scriptures, the Vedas, as I said, 70-80% of them, they are propagating this. The purpose for this is, when we get up in the morning and do all this, nobody has seen the gods, nobody has seen heaven, but now these lazy people have become disciplined. Now they are functioning in life. Now they are not a load on anyone. They are disciplined. They are performing their work. And when you perform work without any expectation of result, mind gets purified. How these people mind is getting purified? Now they are getting up in the morning and they are lighting the lamp to the Lord. They are offering water to the sun. How will sun cool down by the water? It will not. What will happen? Don't worry about it. Just keep doing it. So now you are doing actions without expecting anything in return. You are doing your duties because they have to be done. You are living a correct life. Mistakes will be there, but you keep working towards it. And as a result of a disciplined life, 24 hours a day, the mind gets purified. Karma Yoga's main purpose is, if the action is done correctly, the mind antahkaran gets purified. And as the antahkaran starts getting purified, the ability to understand the scriptures, the ability to focus on the Lord's name, this capacity increases. Naturally, as we keep doing this, transformation happens. There is a feeling of a knot in the heart, there is pain, there is a feeling of emptiness, there is lack of contentment. Then suddenly, as this purified mind, focused mind becomes unsettled, it will feel unsettled. Then it becomes available to the Upanishads. And when it reads the Upanishads, or it reads the Bhagavad Mahapuran or any other Puran, it is told, you are that. You are that reality which you are seeking. This is possible only in a purified antakaran. Purified antakaran is like a mirror, where the infinite reflects wholly, completely, without any distortion. The distortion happens if there is dirt on the mirror. That dirt on the mirror is like the thoughts in the mind. So there is no thought, no intellectual thoughts, no memory, no ego. Everything must dissolve. And this dissolution is possible. A great amount of purification is possible when we do karma properly. And then, when the mind has become sufficiently purified, we apply that mind to the divine thought, the name of the Lord, or contemplation of the Absolute, or the Self. And when we become focused, like we get focused on sleep, exactly the same way, a point comes, a disposition comes about, where just like sleep absorbs our mind, the divine also absorbs our mind once and for all. Absorption from in sleep is temporary because you wake up next day. Once the mind has been absorbed by the divine, in the divine, nature of the mind is to go into absorption and come out of absorption, manifestation and unmanifestation. But this time it has become absorbed not in the inert state of deep sleep, it has got absorbed in the conscious existence, conscious blissful existence, which is none other than the Atman itself. And when it comes out, it has been totally divinized now. Now, this mind, when it expresses through the five senses, all it sees is the glory of that one in whom it had got absorbed. In fact, that one divine principle is now pervading the mind, is pervading the senses, and then through the senses it pervades the entire world. There is no one other than that divine anymore. This is the Ekameva Dvitiya Anubhava. This is the one without a second experience of that one blissful divine. And that I am. To make people give up their indolence, to give up their inertia, the lure of heaven is given so that they become disciplined, they start working towards it, and once they start getting purified without expecting the results, the mind then is directed by the Vedas towards that infinite truth. Just as a small child, if he is to be given a bitter medicine, we give it with chocolate or with honey as a lure so that the child takes the medicine. Exactly the same way. The purpose is not to give the chocolate. The purpose is to give the medicine. Similarly, the purpose is not heaven. The purpose is to make the person realize that his essential nature is not other than the divine. The world is not other than the divine. All that there is only this one. In this way, contemplate. And the easiest way to do the karma, do the purification or bring about the purification is by remembering the Lord with love, with bhavana. And very quickly he makes the antakaran purified. And absorbs.